Hello and welcome to my third C++ programming tutorial. My name is Eric and today I'm going to be teaching you about user input. Now, in order to grab the user's input, we must first learn a new line of code, and that is called the cin. Now, what cin does, it's basically asks for the user to input a value, and that value will be stored in a variable. And depending on what type of variable you store it in, will determine what type of data the user can type. So for instance, let's create a variable of integer called my favorite number. And then we see out it. What is your favorite number? And then we could do cin, and then notice the greater than, and then the variable name that we want to store it in. And in this case, it's my favorite number. And then to output what the value is stored in the variable, we'll do cout my favorite number. And then let's add some text to it so it's easier for us to read. Your favorite number is, and then some formatting and line. Okay, and then we compile this, and then as we can see, it shows what is your favorite number. Now remember that integers can only accept positive and negative values. However, they cannot accept decimal values. If you do type in a decimal values, the decimal part of the number will be cut off. So let's say, for example, my favorite number is 100. And then click enter. As you can see, it outputted your favorite number is 100. Now, one way to help you not confuse yourself with the less than and the greater than sign, think of it like this. Cout is when the data right here is being outputted, while cin says, okay, the user's input is going into the variable my favorite number. Now, but what about strings, which is sentences, or you can think of them like sentences. We don't want to play with numbers only, right? That's just boring. So before we can actually play with strings, we must do one more thing, and that is under the include stream line, we must type in include string to include the string library. Now we have to create a string variable. So let's say string user input. Cout what is your name? Line and cin user input. And then let's see out the value. Hi. And then user input. And line. And now we compile it. And on the console window, it'll ask us, what is your name? My name is Eric. And then click enter. And it says, hi Eric. And as you can see, that is how you store strings into a variable. Now, what is the difference between a character and a string? Now, the difference is that characters only store a single character. So, if we, for example, let's say character input, and then cin input, and then cout input, using character. And line. Cout what is your name, sir? As a second. So let's do a group comment to comment out this entire chunk. Now note that comments that comment out single lines are 2 forward slashes, while block comments are 1 forward slash and then an asterisk, and then whatever is between the closing asterisk followed by a forward slash is commented out. So let's compile this and see what it does. So just as a refresher, this time we're using a character type as the variable to store the user input. So what is your name, sir? And I'll type in my name is Eric, so enter. However, it shows the letter E only, while the RIC is cut off. Now, this has to do with the fact that it is a type of character. Because it is a character type, it only stores one character. Unlike the string stores multiple characters. And that is why when you want words, you want to use a data type of string. Also, you can type in numbers as well. Okay, that is it for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please like, rate, comment, and subscribe.